What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the Samurai Radio Sports Network. And you see it by the title. I know it's coming out a little bit late. I apologize for that. I'm studying for a math test as well as finishing up my first assignment for the semester. And so I almost forgot to do this, but I already had the mock draft set, so I only needed to record the audio. So here it is, and we're going to go through it. I made some very minor changes, I believe. I haven't done anything drastically. Unlike the last couple ones, I've done some drastic changes. But out of this one, if my memory serves me correctly, I haven't done any huge and drastic changes. As you see, you're probably looking at it yourself, and you can see everything you want to see. I think the only thing I changed is I think I dropped Marlon Humphrey out of the first. And that's not really that much change. So I'll go through it. I'll go pick by pick like I usually do and compare. So the first three are mostly the same. I've made the first change in my top three picks, and instead of Deshaun Kaiser, the San Francisco 49ers will be picking Mitch Trubisky. A very intriguing option, if I do say so myself. I thought that I should change it up a little bit, and I'm going to do that. So Deshaun Kaiser drops down. Instead, it's Mitch Trubisky. And I also changed the Jaguars pick as well, Jaguars and Jets. But let's go down to there. So then Bears is the same, and then we switch Jacksonville and the Jets. Jacksonville is now picking Derek Barnett, the edge rusher out of Tennessee. I think that it could be a home run hit. I think now with Tom Coughlin, although he says one thing, with the experience of Tom Coughlin, most of the time he means another. I would like to somehow, some way trust him on this one. And believe that they're going to give another year to Mr. Blake Bortles. Didn't take me a while to figure his name out this time. Irrelevant as fuck, so I don't even remember his name. But I don't think it'll take that much time for them to give Blake Bortles another chance. I think he'll give him a year. Honestly, I think he'll give him a year. And then after that, if there's still no production next year, I feel like they'll draft a quarterback. Or they could get a guy in the early second like Pat Mahomes. But right now, I feel like Derek Barnett is the choice, or they could also go Brad Kaya. So you never know what could happen. At 5, Tennessee via the Rams. I keep it the Mike Williams pick. Feel no other way but to have that pick. So that is Mike Williams to the Tennessee Titans. The number 6 pick, I already said, Deshaun Watson to the New York Jets. As a Dolphin fan, I don't like this because I feel like that could be a quarterback that might work in New York. Although I've said that they're going to give Bryce Petty some time, and we all believe that that is true, I'm starting to highly doubt it now. And I think that with his coaching career on the line, this might be the pick for the Jets. So, number 7, San Diego Chargers stays the same, Jamal Adams. Number 8, Carolina Panthers stays the same, Cam Robinson. Number 9, Cincinnati Bengals stays the same with Reuben Foster out of Alabama. And number 10 switches from Mitch Trubisky to Deshaun Kaiser. Now, I dropped him a little bit just because I've been seeing, at least in other mock drafts, that Trubisky has risen a lot. But I was looking at it, and I was looking at some tape, and I put Trubisky just a little bit higher than Kaiser. But because of the fact that I think that the Jets will go with the home run hitter, quote-unquote, in Deshaun Watson, and the remaining teams after him don't necessarily need a quarterback, and I don't think we're going to have any surprises on draft night, I got Kaiser going to the Bills. Well, I mean, at least with those 3 teams, I don't see the Chargers, Panthers, and Bengals really picking quarterback. If they do, I'd be pretty shocked, I'm not going to lie. Not so much with the Bengals and the Chargers, but if Carolina picked a quarterback, I think that'd be the shock of the evening. So we go number 11, Tim Williams stays the same. Number 12, I changed it from Marlon Humphrey to Leonard Fournette. I thought that the Browns might want to get a good running back to go with Isaiah Crowell or someone to challenge Crowell. They haven't had an actual dominant back in the backfield. And with the possibility of a Pat Mahomes or a Brad Kaya in the second or third rounds of the draft, and already securing the defensive line of Myles Garrett, they could possibly get a running back here, which would be another home run hitter. They'd have 2 home run hitters just on the first night, and they have 4 more picks to go, 2 in the second, 2 in the third. So just 2 home run hitters there that can elevate their franchise. So We go pick 13. Originally, I had Corey Davis last week. I've changed it now to Jabril Peppers. And the reason why I did this is I don't think he has the size to play linebacker, but I feel like they could get him to that size with some strength training to put on some weight and kind of get him there. He only needs to get about maybe another 20, maybe 25 pounds on him. And I feel like he could play linebacker. And with the current situation at linebacker for the Cardinals not being great, I feel like they'll go with the home run hitter talent in Jabril Peppers, the athletic guy. I feel like he could be a hitter for them, especially if they can train him the right way. Now, pick 14, I originally had Leonard Fournette for the Philadelphia Eagles. I've changed it to Jalen Tabor, the corner out of Florida. I still believe that he's one of the best, if not the best, corner in the draft. And he is the first corner off of our board here. So Jalen Tabor, first corner off my board. I feel like he's going to play very well in the NFL, and the Eagles losing Byron Maxwell last year, then trading away Eric Rowe, and not really having a lot of guys on their team that can play corner could be a home run hitter instead of getting a home run hitting running back. Then I keep the Indianapolis Colts pick the same with Dalvin Cook. I feel like they need a running back to pair with Mr. Good Old Andrew Luck, and there's not a lot of great ones besides Le'Veon Bell. And as we all know, he's going to get franchise tagged, so not a bother. At 16 with the Ravens, I've changed it from Malik Hooker, the safety out of Ohio State, to Corey Davis, the wide receiver out of Western Michigan. Davis is the second wide receiver to come off the board on draft night. I think that they will try to get a wide receiver in free agency. Maybe you could look at an Alshon Jeffrey to Baltimore. That could be very intriguing. But in case they don't, or they don't get any good guys, their best receiver right now is Mike Wallace. So you never know. They could pick up a running back in the later rounds and maybe try to score there. You have Marlon Mack from USF, I believe, and he could produce for them. He's like a third to fifth round pick, so he could also produce for them. So you never know what you could get there. Sometimes, like I said, I believe that those late round picks are the guys that are going to produce for you the most. So Corey Davis, wide receiver out of Western Michigan, to the Baltimore Ravens. Now, at number 17, the Washington Redskins. I keep it at Solomon Thomas, the edge rusher out of Stanford. Nothing changes there. Pick 18, Tennessee Titans. Originally, I had Jabril Peppers, but with Peppers off the board and him not being able to go back and play safety for the Titans, I have it being Malik Hooker, the best safety on the board and the first technical safety to come off of, the second safety besides Jamal Adams. Completely forgot about that. Coming off of the board, and Malik Hooker, like I said, Tennessee definitely needs some help defensively, especially in the secondary with them grabbing a high talent like Mike Williams in the early pick that they have. They could score here with their pick and get somebody to help in that secondary. There are some corners coming out, so you never know. They could be in a bidding war with some teams, but eventually could sign. Number 19, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I have them selecting wide receiver John Ross out of Washington. So this is the same thing that I had before. Nothing really changed here at all. I said before, I think that Vincent Jackson's getting old. He has a huge contract. Why not cut him if you're not going to go for a big free agent wide receiver, considering the fact that you're going to have to sign Mike Williams very soon. And then after that, sign big old famous Jameis Winston, the crab stealer himself. Then might as well get another young guy there to help it out. And then Denver Broncos, Ryan Ramczyk, I think that's how you say his name. Offensive tackle out of Washington, that'll stay the same. Charles Harris, the edge rusher out of Missouri, will stay the same. Quincy Wilson, the cornerback from Florida to the Miami Dolphins, will stay the same. Oakland Raiders, Malik McDowell, will stay the same. Houston Texans, I had this real G being Tease Tabor. I have now changed it since Tabor went earlier to Adoree Jackson out of USC. I feel like Adoree Jackson could be a huge pickup. Either way, if they lose A.J. Boye or not, they need to draft a corner, and Adoree Jackson could be that playmaker for them. Green Bay Packers, Marshawn Lattimore out of Ohio State stays the same. Marcus May for the Seattle Seahawks stays the same. Desmond King out of Iowa going to the Steelers stays the same. Dwan Smoot going to the Atlanta Falcons stays the same. Kansas City Chiefs, I'm never going to change that from Christian McCaffrey. Dallas Cowboys, Adoree Jackson is changed now to Sidney Jones out of Washington. And then New England, I've changed Sidney Jones to Zach Cunningham. Now, this is a situation I do not want to happen, but assuming that the Patriots don't franchise tag Dante Hightower and lose him in free agency, assuming this happens, Zach Cunningham could be a very viable option. I very highly doubt he falls to the end of the first round, but if he does, it could be a huge pickup for the New England Patriots. I would hate to see them grab Zach Cunningham. I would rather him fall to the second round and then the Dolphins try to trade up for that first pick in the second to grab him and try to score big. But at the end of the day, you never know. But I feel like Zach Cunningham to the Patriots could be a huge slam dunk. So we'll have to see. But I hope you guys did very much enjoy. I know I stumbled on my words a little bit here and there. I do apologize for that. Like I said, I'm studying for a math test I have tomorrow morning, as well as getting a project done. So I have to get those two things done and get it ready so that I don't fail, basically. But I hope you guys did very much enjoy. I'm working on getting things out for a Madden 17 franchise. I'm trying to work out kinks. I'm still testing sliders. I'm really not liking it. I'm testing it with other teams right now. I'm testing it with the Browns. Not that the Browns are going to be my pick, but I'm just testing it with different teams to see if they really are effective or not. But yeah, so I hope you guys will enjoy that whenever it comes out. The same thing's happening with the Dynasty mode. I'm still working out some kinks, still working out some sliders. So once I have those down, you will see the intro to both. The Dynasty will 100% be the Florida Gators. I'm being very wishy-washy on if I want it to be the Dolphins or not. In case that it is the Dolphins still, or if I change it from the Dolphins, for those of you that were in the live stream the other night, I believe it was a week ago, you will still be in the Dolphins franchise. I will be streaming that every Saturday. I will stream 2 or 3 games every Saturday to just talk football, free agency, all that stuff, so you guys can get your whiff of the Dolphins with or without me picking them. I don't want to continue to restart. That's why I want to get sliders down 100%, because right now I did a slider set with the 49ers, and I went undefeated and with a 70 overall team. And Christian Hackenberg was my all-time quarterback. So things are a little bit fucked up when it comes to that. So I have to figure out how to get these slider sets 100% down and to my liking. And I'm still trying to get used to not switching to another player to tackle and all that other shit, so I can make things perfect so that it's actually a rebuilding if I pick a team to rebuild instead of going undefeated with shitty players. So I hope you guys do understand. I apologize for the wait. I'm trying to get this out as quickly as possible. Once the intro video comes out, I'm going to grind over. It's going to probably come out on a Friday for whatever team I pick. And then I'm going to grind out that Saturday to edit a shit ton of the videos and try to get them out throughout the week and get that done quickly so we can get along, because there are some people already in their 3rd season. So hope you guys did very much enjoy. I'm sorry for rambling on in the last 2 minutes of this, but if you guys did like this video, make sure you like down below. Make sure you also subscribe to my channel if you're a Dolphin fan. If you're not a Dolphin fan, I center my content around the Miami Dolphins, but I'm also trying to branch out for those of you who aren't just straight up Miami Dolphin fans. So hope you guys will enjoy that. And until next time, peace.